Welcome to Joe's Atmosphere.
Cook your shrimp, please. All of a sudden, my shrimp pan is burning up like a smoke fest.
Yeah, there you go. Like that. Fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
All righty, folks. This is it. The last show of the season. We're, of course, going to do a little bit of a pop culture update, and we're going to check in on the show's girlfriend. But the main thrust of it this week is the best and worst of 2024. So get your favorite beverage and your snacks, and let's go for State of the Atmosphere. All righty, folks, welcome aboard. It's time for State of the Atmosphere. Everything you need to know about pop culture atmosphere. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and it is good to see you this fine Wednesday before Christmas. We're 1 week out, boys and girls. I hope you got your shopping done and all that good stuff. Knoxter, do you have your shopping done? Why do I not hear you?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Well, kind of. So, I mean, the only ones I'm shopping for at this point is my parents, and
Okay.
I got them a couple of those flights of fancies that they really like, and they're basically just Santas that float around, whatever. Like
Right.
the last one I got was Santa in this really cool balloon, and it's floating around the Eiffel Tower.
Wow. Cool. Yeah, you were showing us that. What was it last week? You were showing them?
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, I got them 3 of those this year. So
Cool.
it's a growing collection, and these are only going to grow and increase in value.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Those are collectibles, big time.
Yes.
So, John, are you done with your shopping, bro? Unmute yourself.
Yeah, I've been done a couple of weeks.
Have you? Look at this guy. He's Mr. Prepared, the Boy Scout of the bunch. Me, all I have to do, well, yeah, I'm done. I basically just buy for grandkids these days. I mean, me and Rhonda, we get what we want during the year, so we. I am gonna have a present for her under the tree, but I mean, it's just gonna be something saying I love you, basically, that kind of thing. But anyway, we got 1 week to go. We're not going to be here next week as a panel. I might be on for a little bit. Actually, me and Brian have talked about doing a stream together since we're the two old bastards that don't have anybody around the house this time around. So we might be doing something together. Let's check in with the chat real quick, see what's going on over there. Of course, the hardest working moderator in the Biz is hard at work over there. Vince, good to see you, man. He says, "Heidi ho to all nerds and nerdettes. Good to see you, man." And greetings, my excellent friends, says Martin Acosta Santana. It's good to see you, brother. Glad you guys are along for the ride today. Well, like I said, we're going to do what we usually do. We're going to do the pop culture update and check in on the girlfriend, but it's mostly going to be about 2024, what we liked, what we didn't like. And let me tell you, man, we ran into some trouble trying to find some lists, but we'll get into that when we get there. Right now, let's go ahead and get into the pop culture update.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, it is time to get into it. First thing I got for us this week is, of course, a movie I was hyped for. Guess what? It bombed big time. Craven, Wounded, with 11 million box office opening, lowest ever for Sony Marvel. What happened? That's lower than Madam Web did, guys. That's an achievement. And you know what's messed up? I was going to go see it, but we ended up having a vendor market this weekend that I forgot about, and I didn't get to go see it. So all the reviews say it's just mid. It's not bad, but it's not great either. But Knock and I were discussing it before the show. In the news this week, we're hearing that Sony's putting the kibosh in this entire universe, period, anyway. And there's actually rumored that they're thinking about selling it back to Disney, which I think is dumb on their part. But, Knock, tell them what you were saying before the show about we might not even go see this movie.
Yeah, no, it just kind of killed all the momentum of it. Like, as soon as right before it comes out, we get news that, hey, it's not going to matter.
Right.
So it's like, so why should I go see it?
Yeah.
There's nothing in this movie alone that says I have to go see this because
Right.
I'll never see it again, so I have to go see it. No, it's like, what's the point of seeing this now?
Yeah. Yeah. Any lore that's created is being dumped. So what the hell, man? Yeah. It's kind of like when the Flash came out a couple of years ago and they said
or the
Snyderverse was
Aquaman,
off, right?
the Aquaman
Like,
2,
wow,
the last
like
Aquaman, and
your box office, right?
Blue Beetle, right?
Yeah,
Blue Beetle's
right?
like, oh, this is coming out, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Blue Beetle will live on, but not this movie.
In other words, so Jason will like it. Yeah. Does Disney even have the money at this point? Well, everybody keeps trying to put
After
Disney
Inside It
under
Out,
the bus, and
they've made some money this year.
They've made some money this year, and they're gonna make some more money down the stretch here. I don't know if you remember or not, guys, but they made $1 billion on a movie this year.
They made several.
Couple of
them. They had Inside and Out. They had they had Deadpool and Wolverine. That's all Disney money.
That's all Disney money.
Damn near $3 billion.
Everybody keeps trying to put the stake through the heart of Disney. I just don't see it coming anytime soon, guys. It's losing money on all fronts. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But you know what? When it gets really bad, they'll just do like most companies do. They will pivot, start whacking people, and move on. Let's see. Kay Reverend Wolf's in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. It used to be that the parks kept it afloat. Well, that's changed a little bit now. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but who knows? Okay, next up. Now, I don't know if you guys are a fan of this chick, but I am, and I know she's getting older, but man, I'm still in love with this chick. Jennifer Love Hewitt confirms return for I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot. Never too late to go back.
It's too late. It's much, much too late.
It's much, much too late.
I still haven't seen any of these movies.
Well, I saw the first one because she was in it, and I'm a fan. And she posted on her Instagram this picture of her at the mirror, and it's obvious that picture's been filtered because she's she's not that good looking these days, you know. But it's got "I Know What You Did Last Summer" stickers all over it, and it says it's never too late to go back. Julie James is returning. I know what you will be doing next summer. It says so. I'm a fan. I'm
No, I
What,
won't
what,
be doing that next summer.
yeah, where's the I can't remember what you did last summer at all? Like,
Where's the one that says I can't remember what you did last summer?
like why are we here? Like,
Well, I tell you, the first movie was pretty good. I mean, it's a regular slasher flick, you know. But hell, what's her name of Buffy the Vampire Slayer fame? She's in that movie too. They got some good looking chicks in that flick. Let me tell you.
How about I don't care what you did last summer?
Yeah, there you go. But I'm a fan of hers. I've watched everything she's ever done. Ghost Whisperer is my favorite thing she's ever done. That was a really cool show. It was about CW quality, but it was on CBS. But man, the end of the first season, I don't know. Did you guys watch that show at all?
I know of it.
It had a 2-parter at the end of the first season about a plane crash that was just amazing, man. It was really great. It really, and the opening, the pilot episode of it had the guy from Prison Break. He was playing a guy from Vietnam that died in the Latrang Valley that was trying to get in touch with his loved ones or some shit like that, you know. And the whole premise was she could talk to ghosts. She could see him. She could talk to him. And she went around trying to, you know, get them closure so they'd walk into the light kind of thing. And they had a pretty good villain on that show too. But then she did the one about the masseuse, right? The client list, the one where she's half naked in every show, but she never gets fully naked in anything. But I've always been a fan of Jennifer Love Hewitt. Matter of fact, my second wife looked just like her. Let's see. Howdy, Soul Assassin says to everybody. What's going on, man? He says, enough with the reboots, prequels, and spin-offs already. Yeah, no doubt. Vince says, the old timers, do you know what you did last summer? That's good, man. Okay, so next up, get ready to take your wife and girlfriends out again. Barbie sequel in early stages as Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach settle on story idea. So apparently, Margot Robbie's going to reprise her role. I wonder if Ken's going to be back. Man. They got to have Ken, right? He's got to.
I don't feel like if they bring him back, he's going to be much on the forefront, though, which is going to be a shame.
Yeah. That will
so it's like a cancer in its early stages.
Yeah, I can't. Right? Kill it before it grows. Let's get a biopsy. Oh, take care of this quick.
That's going to be rough, man. That's going to be a rough one to follow up.
Because Ken didn't go in the real world, did he? Now, so you know, the way that ended, that sure seemed like kind of a one-off, didn't it?
Yeah, this is going to be kind of weird. Plus, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, you got to have something that's going to match what they did in the first one, right? And
right.
The part where she's walking around with the realization, and you got Billie Eilish going on. I don't know how you come close to that, dude. That part of the movie was so powerful that it gets me when I watch it. Like it's crazy. And that song by Billie Eilish, by the way, is going to be at the top of my list. I don't know if that was this year.
Yeah.
But
that was. It was.
Awesome.
It was
more last year. It was last year, but that would be on my list if we were doing one for 2023.
Right. But yeah, man. I don't know how they're going to pull this one off. She's obviously going to have to go back to Barbie Land, right? That's got to be what happens. Right?
Well, they all went back to Barbie Land, right? I thought they did.
No, she stayed in the real world.
Oh, that's right.
Remember the last thing she was going to the gynecologist.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell, man? That's what I'm saying. It's going to be kind of tough to do.
Maybe Ken takes over Barbie Land again. That'd be cool.
Yeah, she's got to go back and say Barbie Land from Ken from what we our production company, of course, is named after him. You know, the Mojo Dojo Casa House production company. That guy, he made that whole movie. Come on, let's face it, dude. That movie would have been shit without Ryan Gosling. I mean, girls would have dug it, but man, that sure kept me busy with Ryan Gosling and what he was doing. It was pretty damn funny. Anyway, we got that to look forward to. Another up and coming movie coming up. A lot of stuff. James Gunn is starting to use his social media presence to push Superman now. And we're going to get the first teaser trailer tomorrow. It's going to drop tomorrow. But leading up to it, he's hitting
John
social
Williams.
media hard with a bunch of stuff. This is the moving poster that he posted up. I'm going to play this where you guys can hear it. I think the sound's on. Let me check and see. Here we go. It's a motion poster kind of thing. Okay. This was the first thing he put up.
No sound.
No sound? You're not getting any sound? Okay.
Nope.
That means I need to re-share it because I've got it unmuted. Sometimes StreamYards does that for some reason. If you mute it and you go to unmute it, you won't be able to hear it, and it's really strange. But that's okay. Just takes a couple of seconds. We'll refresh it and turn it back on and see if you guys can hear it. Let's see. Is it going to play? Come on now. It doesn't want to play. This is strange. Come on. Work for me. Hang on. Let's close it. And then we'll try and open it again. There we go. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All it says is look up. And it's got the date, July 11th, down on the bottom. Of course, you know all the.
But I just watched that movie. Don't Look Up. What do I do?
Right? What do I do? I can't look up. I can't look up at Superman. But you know, he likes. You can hear some of the Zack Snyder version, the Hans Zimmer stuff. You hear it in there? They said it's John Williams. Like I'm like, no, that's more like Hans Zimmer's theme. But anyway, that dropped this week, and let's see. He's also put up this little thing. All it is the Superman symbol over and over again.
It's a teaser trailer for the teaser trailer.
It's a teaser trailer for the teaser trailer, exactly. You know? And then he put this out, I think, yesterday. This video right here. It's just everybody looking up.
Is it just all the same song?
It's all the same song.
It kind of loses its effect if you use it on every fucking thing.
Right. He's doing teasers of the teaser.
That's such a stupid thing.
You know what? There's a bunch of people looking forward to this. And you know what?
No, I get it.
It's got a bunch riding on it, dude. They've got a bunch.
The teaser to the teaser, though, that's so stupid.
Teaser to the teaser, it is. That is kind of suspect, isn't it? It's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But
I will say this: I am cautiously optimistic about it.
I am too. Because you know, I mean, Knock, we've had this discussion before. I've liked everything James Gunn's done, really.
Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, it's been all fantastic.
Yeah, it's all great stuff, man. And I don't know if you've watched any of the Creature Commandos, but it's basically
I'll never remember that name.
Right? Yeah.
You're gonna have to shoot me you have to send me like a picture of it or something like that because I'll never.
Right? Yeah. It's on HBO Max, I think, and it's basically the Suicide Squad. You know, with I think what the whole deal was they couldn't use prisoners or something like that, so now they're using aliens and monsters and stuff like that. That's why it's called Creature Commandos. That some law was passed where they can't use the Suicide Squad now or something like that. I can't remember what the premise was, but you know, aliens and monsters, like the first two episodes have to do with the bride of Frankenstein. She's part of the team, and Yeah, it's regular James Gunn fare, but it's not for the kids. Don't put that cartoon on with the kids in the movie. It's bloody and there's titties and ass all over the place. So he's making an adult universe apparently in the DC universe. But anyway, okay, let's see what we got next. I've gotten a lot of this from X this week. We got this coming. Glenn Powell is going to play the Running Man. I don't know. Do you remake that one, guys? I don't know. That's a classic, man. That guy on the right, man. I don't know if Glenn Powell can get away with those one-liners like Arnold can. What do you think, John?
Nope.
I mean, there's certain movies you don't need to remake, and this is one I don't think they need to remake. Hell, it was cheesy and over the top when they made it. Plus, who are they going to get better than what was that guy's name that was the host of Family Feud, the original host?
Richard Dawson.
Richard Dawson. How are they going to get somebody better than him to play that part? Because he was fucking fantastic in that part in that movie.
I do like the. I'm curious. Maybe they go the Hunger Games route and get that guy from Hunger Games, the announcer guy.
Okay.
I do dig him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've never watched the Hunger Games, so I'll take your word for it. So.
I mean, it's just the guy that they had as the host for the contestants.
Yeah. Okay.
He was pretty good. And they do kind of like a Hunger Games theme where like this is for rich people,
right?
kind of thing, and you're just showcasing the contestants. So that'd be decent.
Let's go back and check the chat real quick. Make Barbie Land great again. That's Ken can do it. He can do it. Yes, he's going to get elected. I won't hold my breath for many of Gunn's DCU. Well, I mean,
I think he said I would hold my breath.
Be right back. Need to reboot. Okay, man. See you in a minute. I am not optimistic about Soup's movie. They picked the wrong breed of dog. For fuck's sake. Wait, Crypto. I've seen pictures of him sitting next to Crypto. Is Crypto in this thing?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Okay. I would like a remake of The Running Man, one that's faithful to the book this time. Hey, Carpenter did it with The Thing, right? Going back to the source material. And Vince says he's back. Excuse me real quick. Oh, God. Too much popcorn. Okay. But that was a good move by Carpenter going back to the source material. He made a great movie. I mean, I love the 50s original. That was one of my favorite monster movies when I was a kid. But wow, did he knock that shit out of the park in the 80s with The Thing. Oh, my God. It was awesome. And, if you're going to remake these things, why not go ahead and do something that's not lore breaking towards the original? Yeah, go ahead and do the original Stephen King story and see how it turns out, because I know that wasn't what Stephen King had envisioned, whatever, the one we got in the theater, but I loved it. I don't know about you, John, but I loved that one. Of course, I was a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan at the time, so
it was a fun movie.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love that flick. It is so good. Okay, so I have to work my magic now, because we're about to watch a trailer, boys and girls. I found this one last night, and it involves two of my favorite things. Not one, but two of my favorite things. Let's see if I can get this going right. Yeah, there we go. And let's see. I have an article on it, which I'll show you first. This is a new movie coming out called Queen of the Ring. And it's starring, you guys may not recognize her in that picture, but that's Emily Bett Rickards, better known to Arrow fans as Felicity Smoke. I haven't seen her on anything since that show got canceled, but she's going to play Queen of the Ring. Legendary wrestler Mildred Burke. She started wrestling in the 30s. Apparently, this girl was one of the first female wrestlers. And look at her arms there. You can see she's put on some pounds for this part. Let me go ahead and change this up, and I will show you guys the trailer for it. I watched it last night, and it looks pretty damn decent, man. I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. Let's see, Queen of the Ring. I forgot. I thought there was a shortcut to it on the page, but I'll get it real quick. Okay, there it is, and pop this up and pause, and then we'll get it shared correctly. And of course, there's a damn ad, right? Oh, no, that's not right. You know what I got to do, guys. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Just take me a second. All right. So, let me get this ad out of the way here.
Yeah. And with your home, auto, boat, and RV all bundled with Progressive, you're free to just...
All right, let's check this out.
Listen, Mildred, you gotta watch yourself in the clinches out there. I don't trust this referee.
You don't want to be a waitress no more? Who do you think you are, huh?
Well, know me by my full name.
That girl is still gorgeous. Oh my God. I'm in love with Felicity Smoke, but I don't know. I think she looks better as a blonde. What do you think, guys? Yes, no, maybe.
No, I don't know. I like brunettes.
Yeah, I do too. But man, wow, she's got a great.
Sir, I want you to know I'm a big fan. What's it take for you to train me how to wrestle?
Who'd pay to see you?
Well, people with good taste. That too.
Let's give it a shot.
I like that guy.
Woman ain't got no business in the ring with a man.
A woman ain't got no business. What?
I think you and I should.
That was cool. The guy playing her trainer he plays the young John Dutton on Yellowstone. I don't know what else I've seen that guy in, but I do like him.
Should be partners.
Whole lot of opportunity out there for us.
What's best for business?
Give the audience what they deserve.
New Jersey law is keeping her from fighting in the ring.
Look who it is, the Ghoul.
Down in this country.
Did I hear that right?
Fight for real. No script. Shoot from the hip. Heroic. Single love. Fighting a big bad wolf.
That it looks like a pretty good period piece for sure. I like the whole aesthetic of this so far.
When that story hits, there won't be a ticket to be found.
Sometime, no more waiting. Sometime, you gotta climb that hill. Sometime. Introducing the champion of the world, Mildred.
She got buffed up for that, dudes. She definitely got buffed up for that.
There you go,
But
Joe.
yeah, I love wrestling, and I dig Felicity Smoke from
There
Arrow.
you go, Joe. Put her in.
What you got?
Put her in.
Yeah. There she is. Oh, yeah. Look, dude. The black dress. Yes, absolutely. She knew how to wear that thing, didn't she? Oh, my God. Remember when she wore that the first time on the show? I was like, oh, my God. Yeah, she's a babe. I don't know if you guys enjoyed Arrow as much as I did. That was my favorite show on television. My wife was
I'm not going to lie. You know, I was rooting for Barry and Felicity.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to happen, right? But I knew it wasn't going to happen.
But they were always working together because they were the brains of the operation. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There was something there. There was a small spark when he showed off his speed to her, but unfortunately, they both had eyes for someone else.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Emily Bett Rickards, and so that ought to be good. I think it should be pretty cool. I'm hoping that it'll be good, but we'll see what happens. But I like the people that are in it. The Ghouls in it. You saw that. I don't remember that actor's name.
Walter Goggins.
Okay, yeah. He's great in anything he's in. So that should be really good.
It's so crazy to me to see that guy because he's been, man. He's
been in a bunch of stuff, man. Yeah.
In Prison Break, he was the guy that held out his pocket. He was the crazy fucker that held out his pocket and made someone hold it, and that was his bitch. He was a tranny in Sons of Anarchy.
Yep.
Like that dude's just all over the place. He was one of my favorite roles is Justified. Mm-hmm. He was the crazy dynamite guy, and then him and Timothy Olyphant's character worked in the mines when they were younger, and then he turned into more of a crime boss, and it was crazy, man. He's so good. Definitely one guy I'd like to meet one day.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's going to be making the circuit when he gets older, for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get his Fallout. I'm gonna get his Justified pictures. Yeah, he's definitely on my list.
Vince says, "I feel sorry for Flash's wife. He is the fastest man." God, Vince. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Got rid of that. Okay. Yeah, a couple of things in the news today. This kind of bummed me out, and John sounded like he was bummed out about it too. Apparently, they have canceled The Old Man. It's been canceled after 2 seasons. Now, I haven't watched the latest season yet. Kind of like Knock does. I was going to binge it over the holidays, kind of thing, because I'm the only one in the house that really gets into it. My wife, she didn't get into the first season of it, but John, you watched the whole first season of that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great, dude. The way he trained the dogs and everything. I just thought it was great. I thought it was really cool. He's an old CIA agent, right? And gets involved in something that's going on, and it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. But apparently, no more. I guess old guys that are tough and masculine doesn't work on television. I guess I don't know. But,
Well, plus it's FX. I mean, not everyone gets FX anymore.
Yeah, not everybody gets that one. But, FX is, that's part of, isn't that part of Disney now? Disney, the one that...
It's owned by Disney.
So, yep. Okay. But, good news for you streaming show fans. If you're a fan of Mayor of Kingstown, Jeremy Renner's been renewed for a 4th season on Mayor of Kingstown.
I've heard about that one, but I've never actually seen it yet.
I've watched a couple of episodes of the first season. It's one of the ones I've got on the back burner, but it's a very interesting premise. He's basically trying to keep a bunch of prisons from exploding. He lives in a place where they're really saturated with prisons. It's like, God, there's a bunch of them. I can't remember exactly how many, but he is the guy that works with the cops and the prisons and everything to try and keep things cool around, keep things livable around the prisons. It's a pretty cool show. It's Taylor Sheridan. Everything he's done so far, I've enjoyed, man. And I really like his new show because oil and gas is a big thing where I live, and I know a lot of those guys, and they're digging it too. Landman with Billy Bob Thornton is really good. But yeah, glad to see that for if nothing else, Jeremy Renner's got some job security for a little bit of there for the future, so that's cool.
As long as he stays away from snow.
Yeah, stay out of the snow, bro. Stay out of the snow for sure. All right, it's time to check in on the girlfriend. Time to check in on the show's girlfriend. You know what's up?
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that...
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney?
To see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
Time to check out what's going on with Miss Sweeney. Really, it's just basically pictures this week, guys. Now, the first one I got to show you, I found this on Facebook. There's a fan site of Sydney Sweeney. Remember, we talked about them talking about her being in Street Fighter. Look at this piece of AI art they put together with Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is Cammy, man. Oh my God. I was like, whoa, get out of town. That's awesome. And then this set of pictures made the rounds this week on X, and it was very strange. Some people were saying she was mid and all this other stuff, and I'm like, my God, man, what is wrong with you? She's a gorgeous girl. What are you talking about? Like this guy right here said, Sydney Sweeney looks great here. If you don't think so, chances are you're an incel. He spelled it wrong, but I knew what he was saying. But yeah, there was guys saying that she didn't look good and all this other stuff. I'm like, well, I mean, most of these chicks, they have to get made up, but I don't know. She looks great to me. I don't know. What do you think there, Knock? And Knock's not paying attention anymore. He's busy doing stuff. But he'll pay attention to this though. He'll definitely pay attention to this. She's straight up teasing us here. She says on Instagram, rain, go away. She is straight up teasing us with nothing on underneath that jacket. What is with this girl? Why does she do this to us? I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what she does next, whatever it is. And I've got a backlog, apparently, of stuff that I need to watch with her in it, right? Isn't that correct? And
sure.
Where'd you go, Knock? Where'd you go?
Beer run.
Beer run. Okay. That's cool. Anyway, did you see the pictures, or do I need to show them to you again?
Nah, you're fine. I'll look back if I need to.
I
know what she looks like.
She's straight up teasing us on friggin' Instagram this week. Man.
I'm sure.
She's sitting there. She's got nothing on underneath the jacket. But anyway, that's it for the Sweeney spot this week. All hands on deck, he says. All these people only see women through IG and TikTok filters. Yeah, I know. I hate to tell you guys this, but most chicks have to put on makeup before they go out. Okay. Everybody looks, even guys, I can't go out with this stuff. I've got to trim this up, before I go out, or I'll look like a total heathen. You got to do some prep. All right, boys and girls, it's time to get into the main thrust this week. And that's, 2024 in pop culture. I'm going to go ahead and keep looking for lists, but my gosh, man. We'll go ahead and get the music out of the way real quick. Of course, you know who dominated the music this year. It's another Taylor Swift runaway thing. Billboard's Music Awards came out, and it's Taylor Swift everywhere you look. Best New Artist was Chapel Roan, excuse me. I think that's this Irish girl right here. I think that's who that is. Believe that's who it is. But and if you haven't seen her, she does some pretty good stuff. Morgan Wallen was the top male artist, and top female, of course, Taylor Swift. There's a few other names thrown in here every once in a while. Top duo group, Perusa Regida. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Taylor Swift on everything else. Of course, a producer award. The one I liked right here, top song sales artist, though, is Shibuji. And I love that tune. That's my favorite song that he came out with this year. That one, everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Love that tune.
Interesting on that group. Interesting on that group list is there's Linkin Park. I'm guessing that's for their new female lead singer.
Right. Let me see.
I know none of this music.
Oh, really? You don't? You don't know the Shibuji tune?
You don't know Shibuji?
Yeah.
You're on a college. You don't know that? Okay.
Right.
I don't believe you, but for that one.
But this chick still needs a sandwich, man. I'm sorry.
I avoid popular music like the plague.
Yeah. Well, you should listen to it occasionally just to hear what people are playing. R&B touring artist Bruno Mars. I mean, you know,
that's like saying you should taste shit every once in a while just to remember what it tastes like.
No, it's not. There's some good stuff out there. I'm sorry, bro. There is. And if you like country music, you really should listen to a popular radio station these days, because most of the stuff that comes out that isn't dance music is country now. That the one Shibuji does is a country song.
And then you can get the shit that he's talking about, and you can listen to Beyonce.
Yeah, right. Oh man, Beyonce. Good Lord.
Fucking dumb song.
Yeah, it is dumb. It is dumb.
I'm sorry. A country artist is George Strait. A country artist is not the Shibuzi thing.
Well, I'm just telling you that song's it's a good song. I'm an old bartender. I love that song, man.
And I might have heard it because I think he was doing.
He played it at one of the. Wasn't it the Detroit game on Thanksgiving? He was doing halftime. Yeah.
That's the only way I heard it. And I pretty much tuned it out.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. It's a good song. But all his music. One thing I noticed during that halftime show, all his music sounds the same. It's all the same. There's no difference between it, you know, which is cool, you know. Hey, he says I hardly recognize any of those names. Oh boy, look who's here, guys. He made
whatever, Tim. She's a worldwide icon. Get out of here with that shit.
Me to John. Who is this Taylor Swift you speak of?
Yeah, whatever.
Who is this Tim?
There are some who call me Tim.
Yeah, and Martin says I'm with John on this one. Hey, I was listening to the 70s music all day while I was working on commissions. I was wrapping up some commissions, and when I'm working, I turn on Sirius satellite radio, 70s, all 70s. I forgot how good Olivia Newton-John was in the 70s, man. God.
No. Tim's acting like those fucking people that say Pokemon. You know who the fuck Taylor Swift is. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Of course he is. Do you occasionally listen to bad music to appreciate the good ones? Not really. No. I'm telling you, not all of it is bad, guys. Good music is good music, period. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's stuff that I put on my video list here on YouTube. I keep a music list if I want to listen to something different. And there's stuff from the last couple of years that I've put on there that's brand new stuff. There's one chick, she did a song, it's about lesbian attraction, but it's called I Can Be a Better Boyfriend Than Him is the name of it. But man, you listen to it and it sounds like a James Bond theme, man. It is just awesome. It really is fucking cool. So yeah.
Well, I'm sharing, this is my Spotify playlist of the top songs of 2024.
Okay.
Hammerfall, Sabatine, Brothers of Metal, Nightwish, Dynasty, Equilibrium.
This all came out this year?
No.
This is all just metal shit. This is metal shit.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
metal is not shit. I got news for you, pal. Metal is not shit.
No, it's not. I'm just saying, like, this is all metal. This is all the same. They're all the same thing. It's just heavy guitar. And screaming.
That's what I listen to all year.
Your top songs. Oh, your top songs. What you listened to this year?
Yeah.
You know what I listened to more than anything, according to YouTube this year? Not Spotify. YouTube. They sent me this the other day. My brother's music that he's because I play it during all my shows.
Mine's probably Machine Gun Kelly.
Really?
He doesn't generally do his own songs. He collaborates. And he collaborates with everybody. He's done Avril Lavigne. He's done Jelly Roll. He's done Halsey. He's done. He just Haley Steinfeld. He collaborates with everybody, and I don't know. I just dig his songs. They're all bangers.
I hear you.
Ever since Eminem killed him in the rap game, he's gone full rocker, and I've been enjoying every second of it.
That's great. That's awesome. Vince says, "I love Nightwish." I've never listened to him. I'm sure it's good though. Sharking for Pearls. That's right. Available everywhere. Yep. Go check it out. And Martin says, John is trying to educate these musical heathens. I am not a musical heathen. I'm just saying you can't rule out new music too. You know,
I'll listen to it in about 10 years, maybe 15.
Bitch, I listen to John Williams. Don't at me.
I just got done telling you that I listened to the 70s channel all afternoon while I was working. You know? Hell, I probably couldn't work if I had a pop station on, but not all of it's bad. I'm telling you. But yeah, look, we had a hard time finding lists for movies. Let's start talking about the movies right now.
I got mine.
My gosh, man. Yeah, I know, but I got to show you guys how bad this movie list is for this year. And this is, Knock and I looked at a few of them pregame, and they're all pretty much like this. They really are. It's really weird. But then again, it wasn't a great year for movies. A lot of good ones. We didn't have a bunch of good ones come out, so I can see where it might be hard to make a list. Nickel Boys, I've never heard of this. Is at 20 on Rolling Stone's list. And I'm just going to run through this quick. Rebel Ridge, I've heard good stuff about. That's Don Johnson and some other people. Not sure what that's about. Flow, I don't know what that is. It looks like it's an animated animal movie. I don't know. They got Dune Part 2 at 17. How that's not in the top 5 best movies of the year, I don't know. But, you know, hey, it's Rolling Stone. Hard Truths is next. Perfect Day. You guys know any of these movies yet? Besides Dune 2? Robot Dreams. I've never seen that. Janet Planet. As soon as I saw that, I was like, no way. It's not Janet from Another Planet, is it? And then Challengers is on this list at number 12. That's sad, man. Totem. Martin, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's
La Chimera.
La Chimera? Yeah. Is that what I'm? Yeah. How that's pronounced? Do not expect much from the end of the world.
That's like Haley Welsh right there. That's like,
yeah.
I looks like her.
I just don't get it. Now I have heard good things about this one, Substance with Demi Moore. I've heard good things about that one right there.
Why? Hold on. Go back up, Joe, real quick.
Sure.
Why is this like the same shot of James Gunn's Spider-Man when you had like the background battle going on? Is that not like the same shot?
This
you know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, Joe, come on. Stay with me, Joe. You remember the very first thing we saw of Superman was him putting on his boots. Yes. And there was the green thing in the background shooting something.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, okay. You said Spider-Man, bro.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Some beards in me. Superman. I'm sorry. Superman.
When you said Spider-Man, I was like, the only thing I remember Spider-Man being in the background is in one of the movies.
I apologize. I meant Superman.
Poster. I think it was Morbius. He was on a poster, and they printed murderer over the top of it or something.
Gotcha. Sorry, Superman. The Superman scene where he's putting on his boots, and in the background you got the green thing shooting at the world.
Right.
Like that's like the same shot.
Only in this case, it's Demi Moore and her avatar is
right
on there. Back there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got you. Okay. Now I get it. Dahomey? What the hell is this? What is Dahomey? I don't know.
A sequel, apparently.
Yeah. All We Imagine is as Light. I've heard things about that. I think this one's going to be up for a few Academy Awards, apparently. The Brutalist. Anything with Brody, whatever his name is, that usually does well. Honora, I don't know what this is about. I have no clue.
Boy Meets Girl romp.
A Real Pain. It's got Jesse Eisenberg in it.
Actor, writer, director.
Yep. So that's scary. Good One. I don't know what that is. And his 3 daughters. So I only know one movie off this entire list, and I've heard of like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what's not on that list? Biggest movie of the fucking year.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine. How is that not? I mean, that's just dumb.
And Joe was talking about it earlier. We looked up several lists. Deadpool not on any of them.
Not on any of them for best movie of the year. Come on.
These are the fuckers that gave Shrek a 2-star out of 5. And, you know, that's just. That's the day I stopped as a kid when I stopped paying attention to critics.
Yeah.
When some bullshit movie that I don't even remember at this point got a 5-star, and Shrek got 2-star out of 5-star. It just nope, done.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, man.
Fuck critics.
Crazy.
They suck.
I know. Well, look, man, I've told you several times they all hated Star Wars when it came out. They said it was just rehashed drivel. That's what they said about Star Wars when it came out. Superman, Spider-Man, what's the difference? They both teleport. You go, Martin. You go. Let's see. I only knew Dune from that list. Me too. Yeah. And, of course, Vince, yes. Yes, my friend.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I'm afraid any of the discussion of the best movies of the year, and we're going to start talking about now our favorite ones.
If people can't understand the subtleties that went into the acting when Logan and X-23 were talking by that campfire.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Good stuff.
That was great. That was great storyline.
I'm telling you.
Great acting.
Awesome.
Come on,
look,
man.
I love that movie. Some people didn't like it because they member berries, all this bullshit. I'm like, man, you're thinking too hard. That was a purely entertaining flick. I'm sorry. It just was. And I dug it. I know our entire panel dug it. I thought it was awesome. I did. This is one of the few Blu-ray discs I've bought in a while. I went and paid for this as soon as I could. Matter of fact, I couldn't buy it. It kept selling out at the Walmarts in town, and so we ended up having to order it off of Amazon Prime. You know?
I may have to start doing that again because you know what I miss, and it's something that I think is not utilized enough on these streaming services. It's like the deleted scenes, man. The audio commentary. I miss that shit, man. I used to do that all the time with DVDs. Get all the information you can ever get.
You can get it if you buy the digital copy or the Blu-ray.
Right. But I'm talking about just on the streaming services. You don't get that kind of background stuff.
Nope.
Unless you watch TikTok and they happen to show it.
Right.
Someone posts it. Like, that's it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's got to be... That's the top of my list. It would have been between this one and Dune. I'm not radically opposed to Dune, but then again, Martin, I know you don't like it, man, but I've never read the books, so you know, it's a different monster for me. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I thought it was pretty good, but you know, I just like the fact that they're making science fiction relevant again. You know. And he's definitely shown you that we can make good science fiction movies and they can be profitable. I mean, it didn't make $1 billion, but I think it made $750 million, didn't it? I think. Let's get while we're at it, let's go ahead and get out the numbers for the year so far, shall we, boys and girls? Let's see. Uh-oh,
Moana kind of tapered off a little bit.
Yeah. Notice that. Let's see. I always get this off of one piece of documentation, and I gotta grab it real quick. Bear with me, gentlemen. I should have had this ready to go. I just knew we were gonna get to other things first, so let's see. Here it is here, and we want worldwide, right, Noxter? We can do domestic or whatever, but so far, worldwide, Inside Out 2 is still the leader in the clubhouse.
I don't think anything's going to take over
1.6. Not nothing the rest of the year. They've put too many movies out here at the end of the year for any of it to pull ahead of everything. You know, when these movies came out, there wasn't much else out at the time. You know, but Despicable Me made almost $1 billion.
That was the Oppenheimer of this year.
Right, that was it.
Almost $1 billion.
Climbed on, right, and hung on, and made a bunch. Didn't quite make it though. Moana 2 has slowed down, but it outdid Dune Part 2. John's favorite guy, Godzilla, is number 6.
Still haven't watched it yet.
X-Kong, New Empire, a little bit over $500 million. Kung Fu Panda, Jack Black. Wicked, wow, it's dropped off, hasn't it?
I think that's in the Dune realm of, you know, it's a niche thing.
Yeah. And then to round out the top 10, it's Venom, Last Dance, and Beetlejuice. So, looks like number 12, Gladiator's done better than expected. I kind of wonder if it's made its money back though. That looked like it was a pretty big. John, can you look up the budget for Gladiator 2 for me? See what that is? Because it says here it's made $400 billion. Or
budget billion. $310 million.
310 million is the budget.
Yeah.
So it broke. You
know, I think that's like everything.
Everything, even the advertising.
I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that's everything.
Oh, there was a lot of advertising for that thing, bro. That was a lot of advertising. I mean, you couldn't turn on TV without seeing Strength and Honor. Let's see. What are these guys saying? Sometimes you need to switch off your brain and just enjoy the show. That's right, damn it. These new Dune movies are character assassination festival. Okay, bro. I'm just telling you, I have never read the books, so I'm kind of enjoying it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Vince, how about you take that logic and put it on Star Wars shows?
Let's see. I still haven't read the last of the original Dune series and none of Brian's books. Okay. Brian also changed some of the lore and history. That's the son of Frank Herbert. Is that right? Is that who he's talking about?
Yeah.
The Dune prequels are like Disney Star Wars. Oh, I'm not watching that Dune Prophecy anymore. It's too damn boring. I don't even know what the fuck's going on that show. It's just really weird. Let's see. Martin and I just as much intention to watch those. Yeah. For me, it ended with Chapter House. Or better yet, like Paul said to Chani about Ireland.
Oh, you're killing me with these jokes. Can we move on? I mean,
yeah.
I have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I just want to read the comment.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I just pulled up every movie I've watched this year.
Oh, yeah?
Look, when it comes to Dune, look, as far as I understand from the books, he turns into a fucking worm. Okay, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Okay, from what I understand, it gets weird in Dune. So if they go away from him turning into a worm, I'm fucking fine with that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, there's been 9, or there's been 8.
Yeah,
I've only watched 8 2024 movies.
You watched 8?
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, I think I've watched around the same too, but I'm gonna. I only have 2. You already did one big one, obviously.
Yeah.
I only have one that I'm gonna show.
Go ahead, buddy.
It's in the thing. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, good movie.
I really like this one. Wicked, we kind of talked about already, so I wasn't going to post that one. And then, of course, Deadpool. I did kind of have Venom on my list. I enjoyed it. It was fine. But Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, outside of Deadpool, it was probably my favorite movie of the year. It was cool that we went into the future. We saw what happened after the 3 movies that happened at the start of the franchise.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about James Franco coming back because he's long dead. in this show, so we don't have to worry about his drama.
How many years ahead did this one go?
Several hundred years.
Yeah.
So,
wasn't quite 1,000 though, right?
No. It was like 200 years at most. So I'm really interested to see it. It made okay money. I think it made around 400 mil. So I'm hoping they stick with it. I'm a fan of this chick. This is Ciri and The Witcher. Okay. So I like her. They just announced Witcher 4, which she's going to be the main character in. Ciri is. So it's going to be so. But I like this movie. I hope we get to see more of this new franchise. I really like the actor that played the king gorilla in this movie. He's a good actor. He's a very underrated. He's one of those guys that's just in a lot of things, but he's never like the main character kind of guy.
Yeah.
But no, this was probably my favorite outside of Deadpool Wolverine. This is probably my movie.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. John, what you got for us, man?
I have watched 8 movies.
Okay.
This is it. I've watched Godzilla x Kong.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Furiosa.
Yeah.
Deadpool.
I forgot Furiosa came out this year.
I saw that one too, but it's not on my list of favorites. So
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Alien Romulus. A Quiet Place Day One. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And Twisters.
Bombed.
And those are all the movies I've seen from the theater this year.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite, John, outside of Deadpool?
Oh, Godzilla x Kong.
Okay.
Godzilla x Kong. Okay. What happened in that one, man?
I mean, I don't want to know.
I do. I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. That's why I don't want to know.
Well, without any spoilers.
Yeah. What's the premise of it?
Just basically, there's a new area of the underworld that Kong's species actually comes from. And there's a signal, and I don't want to get, like I said, I don't get into details, but it forces Godzilla and Kong to team up at one point.
Okay.
So
cool. Yeah, that's oh wow. Look at this, will you? They're gonna make me turn that off. Unbelievable. Let me pop it up here. Yeah. They gotta work together, not beat each other up. Hey, Anima, good to see you. Good to see you, Anima. Good to see you.
Actually, I think I did watch this one.
Yeah. It was early in the year. I think it was it May or April it came out?
That was March or April.
Or no, I'm thinking, March. Yeah, it was March or April.
Is this the one where Kong befriended a young ape?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I did watch this one. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. What else are they talking about here? Martin says, I like the Lynch movie too, but I prefer... Oh, they're still talking about Dune.
Still talking about Dune, yeah.
Yeah. And I like the Dune movie, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to... I was going to pull it up, but it sounds like the chat doesn't want me to, so I won't. But I will tell you this. I enjoyed that movie. Kiss my butt. I don't care.
At this point, I'm just over the Zendaya playing the same character nonstop.
Yeah, I mean, come on. She's an activist in every damn movie she's in. I mean, I haven't seen Challengers, but I'm sure she berates those guys before she bangs them, about something they're doing wrong, But
I'm better than you, but I'm hurt, so
right,
fuck me.
Well,
now.
my next one I'm gonna bring up is one that came out earlier this year, The Fall Guy. You guys know I dug this one when it came out, and I'm a big fan of. I'm kind of biased. I like stunts in movies, man. That's the only movie I didn't see this year that I wanted to was Furiosa, because it's a George Miller movie, and I know how he does stunts, and I'm sure that one full of good stunts, huh, John?
It's okay. It's not as good as Fury Road was, but then again, this is and Taylor-Joy just does okay.
Yeah. But The Fall Guy was
not
fantastic. Martin says I freaking love The Fall Guy. Yeah. Knock, did you go see this one?
I have seen it.
Yeah. It's Dude,
I did not go and see it. No,
it's my kind of movie. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those check your brain at the door movies, and that part where she's just making him do the stunt over and over again.
I enjoyed it more when they were bashing each other at the Golden Globes or whatever, the Oscars or whatever it was, and they were bantering back and forth. You know.
Yep.
One was Barbie and one was this movie, and or whatever she was in before.
Yep. Let's see. Vince says 1962 had the only Kong versus Godzilla encounter. American Zilla is not Godzilla.
Now, see, see, that's a different. The only thing that's a Zilla is that Abomination that came out in '98. Everything else, the legendary movies actually have the blessing of Toho.
You talk about the P. Diddy movie of the greatest movie of all time. Still waiting on a sequel for that one because I want to see what happened to the babies.
Never gonna happen.
Japanese King Kong is not Kong. I hear you, man. You guys are probably going to laugh at me, but my favorite Kong movie is the one from 1975, I think it is, or is it 77? 76. Yeah, Jeff Bridges. Yep. Jeff Bridges with the beard and everything. Yeah. Yeah, love it, man. I love that movie.
Mike Clancy, Twin Towers.
Yeah, the Twin Towers. He's jumping from tower to tower, and he's getting attacked by Huey helicopters. It's damn awesome, dude. I love it.
Thank you.
Love that movie. But yeah, The Fall Guy, I dug, guys. I thought it was fantastic. Aaron Taylor Johnson's in it, and he plays a complete prick in it. I just thought it was fun, man. I thought that movie was fun. I love the cameo of
Lee Majors.
Lee Majors, yeah. I was gonna say Steve Austin because I know him as the $6 Million Man. I never watched the Fall Guy television show. Never did.
I did.
But they did have the original truck in it. That was pretty cool. At one point, they did have the truck in it.
Okay.
His truck looks kind of like it, but yeah, 76 Kong is the best, no doubt, man. Yeah, Jessica Lange's awesome, and I think that was her first movie, wasn't it? I think that was Jessica Lange's first movie she was ever in. Was that King Kong 76 one? I think it said introducing Jessica Lange in that one.
That's possible.
Yeah. But anyway, Knock, what's your next one, man, that you want to talk about?
I didn't really have any other ones. The other ones I had, like I said, was Wicked. I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then Venom was probably the other one.
Really?
That's about it. Yeah.
Venom was good, huh?
Good enough to put on the list. It's probably like the least of all the ones I have, but really just those four for this year.
Yep, you're right. King Kong was her first movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure that was right.
Movie-wise, I don't really have anything else.
Yeah? Okay. All right. What else you want to throw up there for movies of the year that you enjoyed there, John, that you want to talk about?
Well, like I said, yeah, I think I'm good. This year wasn't all that great.
No, it wasn't a good year for movies. It really wasn't. I mean, we can go back and look at the list of movies. I mean, I didn't see a lot of these. I didn't see Inside Out 2.
No.
I didn't see Despicable Me. I didn't see Moana.
No.
I guess Dune. I mean, you already mentioned Dune, but Dune was pretty good.
I haven't watched it yet.
I was going to talk about it, but these guys don't want me talking about it, so I'm not going to. You know? Let's see. Vince says, "What the fuck? You need to watch the show just for Heather Thomas." I was more of a Heather Locklear guy myself. You know, that's just me. But
Out of the top 10 movies, I've seen 2.
I've seen 1, 2.
Yeah, I saw Godzilla, but I didn't see it in theaters.
I've seen 3.
I've seen 4 of those in theaters.
Nobody thinks Beetlejuice is one of the better movies.
I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I had planned to, but maybe next, Halloween.
Yeah.
Gladiator.
No, I heard good things about Twisters, though.
Yeah,
John, you said you saw Twisters.
I stopped watching and I couldn't. I didn't care for it.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
if you like the first movie, you'll enjoy this one.
Now, I watched Joker in theaters.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about the worst movies. Yeah, I think I've got a worst movies list. Didn't I make? Yeah. Let's talk about the worst movies real quick. We've got a pretty good list for the worst movies. And I haven't seen a lot of these, but I keep hearing bad things about them. This first one is, and this is coming from Variety, Pool Man. This apparently was Chris Pine's directorial debut. Some people don't need to direct movies, I guess. I guess if your name is Captain Kirk in a movie, you shouldn't be directing movies. Is that the thrust I'm getting here? Because
I've got to defend Star Trek V.
I was fixing to say, in hindsight, Star Trek V is not that bad, but when it first came out, we were all like, "What?"
It has my favorite line of all time of Kirk's.
Right? What does God need with a starship? What does
Jim?
God
You don't have to be on my first ID.
That's hilarious, man. But that movie was kind of haphazard and slammed together.
Yeah.
You could tell he didn't know what he was doing. But anyway, Pool Man, is that rumors? There have always been critical darlings, but then there was a rare category of film directors who are treated as aesthetic saints. Really? Okay, whatever that means. I don't even know what this show is about. I have no clue.
Pass.
Apparently, and I have not heard. I don't know anybody that's seen Reagan, and I was actually thinking about going to see it.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid. No, always
Yeah.
a fan of his.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of dropped off the radar.
A lot of the worst movies of the year list has got that one on it. I don't know why. I think they just said it was a very superficial. They didn't really get into what the guy was really like, which some of these, they go really in depth. The End. I don't know what this is about. It's post-apocalyptic, left-wing chamber drama. Whatever that means.
Musical.
Yeah. There you go. Musical. Great.
Pass.
What a deal. Lisa Frankenstein? I don't even know what that is. I have no clue.
I remember the poster. That's about it.
Huh?
I remember the poster. That's it.
Yeah. But that's from one critic, and then another one says Dogma was number one on their list.
Dog Man. Say that right. Do not put Dogma in that sentence again, sir.
Dog Man. Okay. Let me get that right. Dog Man.
All right.
Sorry.
Let me put it this way. I looked at the poster for Lisa Frankenstein. I thought it was a remake of Frankenhooker.
Really? Let's see. Vince says, early 2000s was the last time I was in the cinema, and most up-to-date DVD and Blu-ray is from 2016. Really?
All right. So you can't speak on any of this stuff.
I was fixing to say, dude.
Understood.
Wow.
You can have no opinion on anything that we're discussing after 2016, apparently. So there you go.
2016 is when the infamous Ghostbusters movie came out. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think Vince checked out whenever they did the all-female.
Oh, the all-female one. he just gave up on movies after that. I don't want to do anything else now. I'm done, guys. I'm finished. There's no hope.
The Mousetrap, which we knew this was coming. Friggin'
oh yeah, after it came out
because
on, public domain.
Right. He's in public domain now, so we got to. Just like Winnie the Pooh before him, Mickey Mouse got a slasher movie after him. Yeah, right. Of course, that's bad. Not another church movie. Oh my god. Oh my god. And
I'm never gonna watch anything with Tyler Perry.
Well, Tyler Perry. Look at Mickey Rourke, dude. Mickey Rourke is an alien at this point. He's like Michael Jackson late in his life. He's had so much plastic surgery. Harold and the Purple Crayon. Now this is I like the guy that's in this. What's his name? Zachary Levi. Yeah. And it's a legendary book, but apparently they just screwed this movie up pretty bad from what I've been hearing.
I think he just needs to go back and do Chuck season 6 and then be done with it.
There you go. Go back to Chuck. That's it.
Yep. I just want to see
Would
more
a Chuck movie work? I mean, I never watched the series.
Sure.
But,
Yeah, we could do a Chuck movie.
That's fine, but just go back to Chuck. Give me more
Okay.
Chuck.
Yep. And then Rebel Moon director's cut.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten around to watching that yet.
I haven't either.
Someday I will. It's a 6-hour endeavor, right? So
I watched
commit to it.
part 1. And it had the longest sex scene I've ever seen in a movie. If you want to know what that girl looks like naked, you see it for 3 minutes straight. Okay. I mean,
nice.
I was like,
okay, all right, man. I'm interested.
Yeah, but for 3 minutes, I mean, come on, there's a limit.
Sure,
Come on. But I don't know. Some of it was neat at the beginning of it, but I don't know. It's just this whole story is disjointed, man. It really is. I mean, most of the movies they make out of the Seven Samurai end up being pretty good, but this one, man, ugh. It had some good ideas. There was some good stuff there, but you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Zack Snyder needs to just direct other people's stuff. He does not need to do it himself. He does not need to do the writing. You know what I mean, John? He does not need to write stories because he's not good at it. That's just all there is to it. Well, Tyler Perry's Cross is good. You're right. That's the character that what is it? Kiss the Girls and isn't there like something with a spider in one of the titles in one of the Cross books? I can't remember. Spider's Web or something like that. Let's see. Okay. Correction. Since you just said Ghostbusters Afterlife is the latest Blu-ray I got. Okay. Well, there you go. Confirmed. Joe can't last more than 3 minutes. Dude, I was watching a movie. I wasn't hitting Pornhub, dude. Come on. Let's see. Rebel Moon, our hyperspace capable dreadnought run on coal. Yeah, I didn't understand that shit at all. I was like, what the fuck? They got steam engines in these things? What the hell? But anyway, that's one of the worst of lists. But you know, this doesn't even have the worst movie of the year in my mind, and that's, somebody mentioned it earlier, Joker. That I was so let down by that movie. It could have been so cool. They could have done something really cool with that movie, and it was just, I mean, it was almost like the director did it just to piss everybody off so they wouldn't ask him to make another sequel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really got that vibe. I did. I was like, is he trying to piss us off? What the fuck is this? You know? Oh man, it was just so bad.
Well,
starting. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, starting as soon as I get off work on Friday, I'm off until the 2nd, so I got to go at 8 a.m. in the 2nd.
Yeah,
I'm going to be watching a lot of these movies and TV.
Yeah, you're going to be catching up on the stuff. Yeah.
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 I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be a little distracted Friday night there, John, with the
except for that,
with the college football game going on Friday night.
Oh, that I thought you'd be doing. Yeah, I thought
does the playoff start Friday?
No, yeah, it's at 8:00. It starts the Indiana Notre Dame game starts at 8:00. So I'm gonna be pretty distracted during the show.
Excuse me. Yeah, I thought Joker was the worst movie of the year. And from what I hear, a lot of people are calling The Crow the worst movie of the year. I didn't see it, so I can't speak to that one.
I was a little disappointed in Gladiator. I'm glad I watched that one first and then Wicked, because I would have been kind of mad. Yeah. Gladiator was kind of a letdown.
Yeah. I heard somebody saying it was good the other day. I was like, really? Of course, I can't say.
But I mean, it's fine. It's serviceable. But I mean, if I got to watch him put his hand in the ground and do the slow motion
with the dirt
sand
again,
right? It's like he did that like 5 times in the fucking movie. It's like, I get it. You're trying to recreate the same moment multiple times.
Borderlands? I hear that one's pretty bad.
Oh God, yeah.
Which one?
Borderlands is,
yeah.
I forgot all about that damn movie. That was awful, and we actually did see that in theaters.
Or
you went and saw that? Okay, tell us why it was so bad.
I didn't pay for it, but it was. I did go see it. No, it was awful. None of the characters made sense. No, I'm not the biggest Borderlands fan. I really got into 3 before I got sick and got into the hospital, and then I didn't play after that. But I got really into the game. But from what I hear, the big black guy is like Terry Crews, and said you got fucking Kevin Hart. Like, the fuck?
Do you agree with Martin? Martin says Borderlands is another level of suck.
It was historical suck. Like, it was... ugh.
Also heard Hellboy the Crooked Man was bad, too.
Hellboy the Crooked Man?
Yeah, there was a Hellboy movie that came out of theaters this year.
Yeah. I heard something about that.
If it's not Ron Perlman, I don't care.
I'm not.
It's not.
I know it's not. That's why I don't care.
Yeah.
It wasn't David Harbour either.
I don't know who that is, so I don't care.
The guy from Stranger Things.
I've never been a Hellboy fan. I really haven't.
I
get it. I get why people like it. The 2 movies that Guillermo del Toro made were good movies. I just, I'm not. I'm more of a traditional superhero guy than the off-brand stuff. But yeah, another bad one, dude. That I actually watched now, guys, was Civil War. That movie was horrible. It was really bad. That movie was really, really bad. I can't believe some of these. We looked at some of these best movies of the year list, and some of them were listing Civil War on there, and I was like, really?
Haven't seen it.
Now, I mean, just because we have to mention it, we got to put Madam Web on that list.
Do we have to call it one of the? Well, I guess it is one of the worst movies of the year.
I think you got it. I think you got it.
It's a guilty pleasure for those of us that like hot chicks. I'm sorry, it just is.
That's literally the only reason I watched it.
That's literally the only reason to watch it. Yeah, because it is stupid. It's a stupid movie. It really is. It's pretty bad.
Borderlands made $32 million.
$32 million. Wow, did they take a bath on that motherfucker? Who made that movie? Who made that? What studio made that?
Was that Paramount?
I don't know. Martin says Hellboy, the Crooked Man, is pure Hellboy right out of the comic books. Loved it. I loved it. Not for everyone, though. Cool. Pure fiction. Texas, California.
Warner Brothers.
Fighting together. Yeah, that was your first clue that this movie was full of shit. Civil War.
Now that one because it was made by an Englishman is what I understood.
Yeah,
so
it was an English correct.
It's like he didn't know shit about America apparently.
No fucking clue.
Let's put the 2 biggest states together, and that was it. By the way, I think it was Warner Brothers that did.
Really? Oh, they didn't need that, did they?
Oh, hang on.
They're already having problems. Damn. Wow.
Neither did Paramount.
No, Lionsgate. I'm sorry, Lionsgate. It was Lionsgate.
Yeah, let's see. I like Del Toro's Hellboy, but he doesn't understand the characters, especially Hellboy. Okay. Turn off the sound and just watch Sydney in the schoolgirl outfit. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
The Crow made $23 million.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at worldwide.
Throw this stuff up there so we can see it, bro. Throw it up there where we can see it.
No, I'm not set to set it up.
Okay.
I'm just reading.
Hang on, I'll pull it up. Are you looking at it the same place?
I'm looking at the worldwide box office, and I'm just going down it.
Okay. Oh wow. All right. Well, I don't know how far down we want to go here.
I'm going into the below 100 mil.
Below 100 mil, huh? Okay, so. Which one did you say? Hang on, I'm gonna start going up from here.
So there's the Crow at 90.
There's the Crow, 23 million worldwide. Domestically, only made 9 million. Made 14 million foreign. Let's keep going. Craven the Hunter has made 28. Hey, it's moving on up. Look out. Made a couple of million this week.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah,
that was the Henry Cavill. That's the Henry Cavill one.
Movie.
Yeah, You would.
No. I'm telling you, he's right. I've seen that movie, and it's good, but they did not advertise it correctly.
No.
They should have advertised that as an old school war movie. Is what they should have done, huh? Something in the vein of, the Dirty Dozen or something like that.
Yeah.
They should have done something like that. They should have, because they actually show Ian Fleming in it, don't they? Isn't he in it at one point?
Yeah.
Somebody's playing Ian Fleming. It's a good movie, Knock. Did you watch it or no?
No.
Yeah, you need to. You would enjoy it. It's good stuff. There's a little bit of Casablanca thrown in there. I mean, there's a spy town they do a lot of it in, and I thought
I'm not
it was
a
good.
big spy guy, though. That's the thing. So,
but this is actually based on true events, though. This is something that actually happened during World War II. Yeah,
it's the department that Christopher Lee was part of.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I enjoyed that movie, but I think much like John Carter of know, they should have titled that thing John Carter of Mars, and people would have known what that was.
Yeah.
And they totally blew that. Disney did. And if you've never seen John Carter, Knock, you specifically, if you've never seen it, watch it. You will enjoy it. I know you like good science fiction. You need to watch John Carter. It's got the guy that plays Gambit, Taylor Kitsch, the guy from The Terminal List. Matter of fact, he's about to get a spinoff, I think. Isn't he getting a spinoff? A prequel to The Terminal List? I think he is.
He might be getting a prequel.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, Taylor Kitsch is in it, and he plays John Carter, and it's a fantastic movie. It's really good. There's my nephew. What's going on, man? It's good to see you.
I'm sorry. Channing Tatum is Gambit, not this Taylor Kitsch person.
Do what? Yeah. Right. It's good to see you, man. What is he saying? I don't know what that is. What he's yelling about.
I don't know. Martin does that
sometimes. But Reagan, it didn't do well. Let's see what else. Borderlands,
74
32 million. Good Lord, that's bad. That is bad. Some people just turn their backs on things this year. Horizon. My man Costner took a bath. Wow, did he take a bath?
He's got another movie in the can too.
Yeah, he does. They're gonna have to. They're going to have to push this one a lot more to get people to go see the second one. Has it hit Netflix yet? I know it's supposed to. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know if it's on there yet or not. But yeah, Abigail only made 42. Let's see what else we've got here. I think that's about it for the ones that really.
Wow, the Roundup Punishment, a Korean movie, did $80 million.
The Roundup Punishment?
Yeah.
80 million.
That was all foreign. That was 1 million domestic.
1 million domestic, 79 million foreign.
Nobody watched it in the U.S.
I've got it. It's on my list to watch.
Argyle almost made 100 million. Wow.
I was not a fan of that.
That one ended up on a lot of people's worst movies list this year too. Argyle, and
I did watch it, but I didn't watch it in theaters, but I watched it after the fact, and it was.
I saw it.
I don't know.
I saw it when it hit streaming, and I was let down. I was expecting some the Kingsman kind of stuff, and it was.
Oh, it's not that.
I don't want to be mean, but Bryce Dallas, whatever her face is, with the million names. She. I don't know. She's put on some.
Are you body shaming, bro?
A little bit,
I don't
know. I was a little wow. Okay, so because I remember the first time I saw her.
In her own skin, bro.
The time I remembered her was from the Jurassic Park Dominion. Where they had to nerf her a little bit.
Right.
And that's how I think of her as. And then I saw her in that one, and she's like,
Yeah, she's put on a few pounds. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm expected to I'm expected to believe she could do all these action moves.
Right? Yeah, she's doing.
That's where it got me. Like,
dude,
I don't
the
mind
skating
her,
part, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like it's like I don't mind her the way she is. I'm just saying, like, you want me to believe that she could do these things. Like, I don't know about that. Man, that's a little much.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Martin. I should have recognized that. Virginia. Yeah, that's right. That's what they call. Yeah, because he said he was from Virginia. That's right. Thank you, Martin. I'm sorry. That's how. Yeah, that's how the.
Yeah, I
aliens
remember that
called him.
now.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't watched John Carter in a while, but
I haven't
it's
watched it at all.
You need to see it, dude. You would
It's
enjoy
good.
it. It's got a great cast. The chick. Oh, the princess in that movie. Oh my God. What is her
I remember the
name?
trailer. I remember a lot about it. It just never something.
The
that looked
budget
interesting to me.
the advertising budget got yanked to help pay for Star Wars for Disney.
Yeah. So they didn't push it correctly. And hang on a second. We're going to do our due diligence here because I'm telling you, the girl in this was just, she's drop dead gorgeous. She was the girl in, matter of fact, half this cast, Taylor Kitsch and the girl are from the first Wolverine solo movie, the Origins one.
Yeah.
The one where they totally fucked up Deadpool in the end of it. Yeah. They're both from that movie. There she is. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. What is her name? Yeah, Lynn Collins. She was on The Walking Dead as one of the Reapers. Remember? Later on. Yeah. Yeah, she's
William Dafoe's in it.
William Dafoe.
Thomas Hayden Church, Mark Strong.
Man. Damn it. Thomas Hayden Church? Oh, wow. I didn't know he was in that movie.
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of these guys, the aliens are doing voices only. So, yeah.
Yeah. Dominic West is in it.
Yeah. Mark Strong, the big bad guy. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good movie, Knock. You would enjoy the shit out of this movie, dude. You really would. I'm telling you. It would not let you down.
It's well done.
Yeah, it's well done. They could have had a franchise that would. Look. Tell them again why they didn't do the advertising correctly. Say it again.
Because they took all the money and spent it on Star Wars.
When they could have had their own Star Wars with this.
Yep.
They could have had their own Star Wars with this. Because it's based on who did this book? It was is it Edgar Rice Burroughs or?
Yep.
Okay. I always get him and the other guy that wrote a lot, Jules Verne. I always get those two books.
Yeah, it's Edgar Rice Burroughs, the same guy that wrote Tarzan.
Right. And man, such a great fucking movie, dude. It's really good. Really, really good.
And it's all public domain now, too.
What's that?
It's all public domain now, too.
Yeah, yeah. Look, Disney, you fucked up on that one because those of us that have seen it love that movie. Have you guys been keeping up with Dune 3? No. When it comes out,
it's not coming out for 10 years. Why the fuck would we care about it?
No, apparently they've stepped it up. Now I have heard about that. They've stepped up production of it, bud.
Yeah, it's going to be out in 9 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I'm interested. 9 years. Got it. We'll get it before Skyrim. Apparently.
Nah, nephew. They had a conversation about that earlier. You're in here with a bunch of guys that have read the source material and don't enjoy what Denis.
I haven't read any of it. I've heard
I enjoy
about
it. Yeah, I enjoy what they're doing. So
I'm just saying if we're sticking with the source material, then it's going to be stupid. That's all I'm saying. From what I've heard of the source material.
What you understand of the movie,
yeah.
Right? But I think we've done enough on the movies.
Yeah, let's talk about TV.
I think we've covered the bad ones. The bad ones, definitely top of the list was Joker 2. That's the worst movie of the year. Well,
I'm sorry. Bad. For me, it's Borderlands. I think Borderlands is way worse than. I didn't mind Joker as much as other people did because I don't mind that much the musical aspect of it, which pissed a lot of people off.
I had no problem with the musical aspect of it. It's
Borderlands, dude. I'm sorry, you didn't see it. You don't understand. Borderlands was the worst movie of the year.
Okay. Well, yeah. See, I haven't seen it, so you're right. The worst one I saw this year was Joker 2. Followed very closely by Civil War. But
Civil War was just a dumb premise. It was the idea of it was pretty cool. Yeah, we can forgive the Texas and California thing. I think you can get over that if it was the movie was good. But the fact that it was like trying to make heroes out of reporters, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no one gives a shit about no reporters. Come on.
No. Come on.
We are the hardship. We are the warriors taking pictures. Get the fuck out of here.
Whatever. It was so dumb, man. It was so dumb.
I wanted to see it
really
because of the freaking poster. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah,
and it wasn't there.
We're cool as shit.
It never happened.
The fucking crow's nest set up in the fucking torch.
Yeah, that's full on Fallout. You would see that in Fallout. No. We got none of that. None of that. Bullshit. Misleading.
Movie. Imagine grandma going on a treasure.
Yeah, she was a little old.
Yeah, that did sound bad.
Yeah,
Look, when I saw it was Jamie Lee Curtis and Kate Blanchett, I was like, I thought this was like based on a video game. I know they don't have boomers running around in video games too much. I was like, what are you guys doing?
The worst character selection. I didn't mind the girl. I like her. You know, she's done a couple things. She was in Barbie. She was Ahsoka. And, you know, she. I don't mind her, but the rest of it, yeah.
But Kevin Hart was so miscast. I mean, I saw pictures of the guy he played, and I was like, really?
Yeah. No, that's why you'll always hear Terry Crews with that role.
Right. That's. Oh my God. Okay, so let's move on to some television shows, shall we?
There's 3 series I watched the complete of this year.
Well, start it off, bro.
One was amazing.
Uh-huh.
One was pretty good.
Okay.
And one was hard to watch.
Okay. So, what was amazing? Let's start with
Fallout.
Fallout. Okay, there you go. I think we can all agree Fallout was a good show. Yeah. I enjoyed that one. I've never played the game. I know a lot of the lore of it just from hanging with you guys and my
right. You know now.
My stepson is a huge fan of it, and he's always telling me I needed to, get into it and stuff. But Fallout. Now, you guys, whenever they make one of these things into a piece of pop culture, whether it be movie, television show, you're always going to lose some of it in translation. But you don't think they broke the lore with this show at all, do you? No.
There was everybody's like, well, the whole there's a couple of moments people are like, okay, well, what about the drug that the ghouls take?
Mm-hmm.
What about? I mean, it's like,
that was new.
That was new, but that doesn't actually break the lore.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Same thing with Vault-Tec being behind the bombs. That doesn't break the lore at all.
Okay.
And you can go, okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
If you know how Vault-Tec really is.
Right.
No, they for the most part they took the existing lore and they added to it a little bit. Maybe they were flexible in some areas, but the great thing about Fallout is that it's not like Last of Us, right? Last of Us, you need to follow the linear story, or you need to create a new story out of elsewhere. Now, that's more difficult to do, much easier to do in the Fallout world than it is in the Last of Us world, because the reason why people love Last of Us is because in itself is a great story.
Mm-hmm.
Where in Fallout has a shitty main story. I mean, I'm not going to say shitty. But it's inconsequential. It's fine. It's fine, right? But you don't play Fallout for the main story. You don't. You literally play it because it's a sandbox game. You could go to any place on the map, and then you can find something there to do. Yeah. That's Fallout. So when you have this, which has its own story and its own side, it goes off in its own tangents. The ghoul, Walter Goggins, he's like,
the best character on the show, if you ask me.
You can't do a damn thing, right? You get sidetracked all the hell, kind of thing. He has several lines like that. And so that's what Fallout. That's Fallout.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's what was so great about it.
Vince is asking, where is the show taking place?
L.A., California, Southern California.
Yeah, Southern California. Didn't you guys tell me we see New Vegas at the end of it?
Yep.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
that's the shining city at the end. Yeah, where the dad is going to.
The games are basically just in specific locations.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. The first Fallout, I think, is in the California area. I don't know where the second one is. The third one's in D.C. The New Vegas is in Vegas, obviously. The number 4 is in Boston. So yeah, you can really do them anywhere, and then there's a ton of extra stuff.
You need to spell that with a U, not an A, Morton. I know what you're trying to say. California. Yeah. Like the governor used to say.
Yeah,
But yeah, look, somebody that doesn't play Fallout, knows nothing about the lore. I dug this show.
You didn't need to.
Even though I bitched about him. Now, if you guys remember, we covered this weekly when it was on. And the guy on the right there on the poster, I hated that character. But
Maximus? Yeah.
I think he improved the show, though, because it's good to have a guy that you can't stand. You know what I mean? He was doing shit that was just all wrong in my eyes. You know what I mean? But the girl I loved, I thought she was great. And
Ella Purnell.
The ghoul is the top for me, though. They did such a great job showing his motivations through flashbacks in his life before the nuclear fallout. That, man, wow, what a great character.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job on him. Really did.
That picture that you're showing of the trailer,
yeah,
that armor, that is game accurate.
Yeah, I knew you guys appreciated that. I heard that a lot.
The power armor, yeah.
Yeah.
That is T60 power armor right there.
Yeah. Do you guys think this was the best show that came out this year?
That I've seen, yeah, that I saw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I've got one that I would probably put on par with it, but you guys haven't watched it yet, so I'll talk about it when it's my turn. What do you got there, Noxter?
One I just started.
Okay.
Arcane.
Okay.
Ella Purnell, Haley Steinfeld. I just finished this a week ago. The second season. It's the last season of it. It's on Netflix.
Well, I didn't count sequels or second seasons of shows.
I guess. I'm just saying because this is what my understanding is this is what you watched this year.
Yeah.
And season 2 was this year, and I watched the whole series this year. I didn't watch this last year or any other time. Yeah. Now I'm gonna skip over this because I think this is one's Joe's. But what I'm gonna do is all my show. Honestly, all the shows that I have this year, for the most part, except for one, has Ella Purnell in it, and this one is
no doubt.
Oh Jesus fuck! Really?
Sweet.
Really? Look at this. Covers the whole fucking thing.
I
Fuck
know,
you,
man.
ad.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It's
there we
okay.
go.
We'll get
Sweet
there.
Pea.
Sweet Pea.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. So Sweet Pea is on Stars. This one came out. It started over in England first. It showed over there, and then it showed over here. But Sweet Pea is basically she plays a character who is overlooked all the time, and then she basically becomes a murderer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the show is her thinking she basically starts out as going after people that are just bad people, and that's how she justifies it. And she's also a reporter, so she also reports on her own fucking murders. So it's really good. And then it kind of goes with her going after her high school bully that made her life hell, and she kind of kidnaps her. So it's so good. Sweet Pea it's 10 episodes. It was a really good show. So this was definitely one of my top shows of 2024.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, man. Sounds
a great
cool.
show.
Yeah. All right. Well, John, go ahead with your mid one.
My mid one is a British show called Black Depths.
Okay.
It's basically about a spy ring and an assassin ring that happens in England.
Black what now?
Black Doves.
Black Doves.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up for you, buddy.
But
put some faces to it for you. Keira Knightley. Oh, I've seen ads for this. Yes, I'm in love with that woman. I am definitely going to be checking this out.
Yeah,
yes.
she's part of the group that there's a couple of groups that they deal with here. Okay. You've got like the information broker groups, and that's who she's with because she's put with a politician to gather information.
Okay.
And I mean, she has, she marries him, she has kids with him and stuff. So
yeah,
it's, it's like a lifetime thing. So she gets all this information going on in the government. The guy's eventually going to be, is in line to be the next prime minister at some point.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned this one, dude. Yeah. Cause this one is on my radar, and The Agency with Michael, what's his name? Fassbender. Yeah.
Yeah,
those two right there, I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
The guy there, he starts out in the information group, but he switches over to the assassin groups because his father was an assassin.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's a really good story. There's a lot of there's woke stuff in it. You know, the main character there is gay, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but is it woke or is it, you know?
No, that's not really not. It's not woke.
Does he go to gay pride parades every other episode?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Okay, so that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
It could be a character trait.
Yeah,
right. As long as it's not the main focus of his character, that every single person he walks up to, he says, "Hi, I'm gay."
I'm gay.
No, he doesn't.
Then that's fine. They could be gay. Don't mind gayness. It's
Well, I mean, and the guy he's in love with and stuff, that he has to leave because of what happens with the assassins and stuff. That
right.
It's it's like a B story, but it's a romance, but it's two guys. So
I got you.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But the story itself overall is pretty decent. And Keira Knightley just
it's on Netflix. Okay, I'll check it out. Okay, I'll give it a go. I hadn't heard of this one, but I'll give it a go.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and show you my favorite one for this year that I've seen. Well, really, Fallout was my favorite one. I have to agree with you guys. It was really fantastic. But my favorite character I've met this year, other than the ghoul, is this guy, the Landman. If you guys haven't seen this yet, you want to talk about an anti-woke television show. You need to watch this show.
It's on my list.
Taylor Sheridan wrote this part just for Billy Bob Thornton. When he did, he worked with him on 1883, which me and Rhonda are watching right now, and became friends with him and really digs the guy and decided to write this part for him. And this guy is off the chain, gives zero fucks, and it is fantastic. It is really good. And it has to do with the oil business, not like Gulf or, Exxon or, it's not one of the big oil companies. This is a smaller oil company, John Hamm is the owner of it, a guy named Monty, and his wife is Demi Moore. And we've seen a little bit of them in it so far, but it's more his interaction with the Landman there, Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton is the guy on the ground that has to deal with all the locals that they are leasing their properties, okay? And, I mean, right off the bat, the opening scene of it is him with a bag over his head being questioned by drug dealers, man. It's just, it's really good, man. It's really good. And he could not give a shit. Somebody throws woke shit at him. Like, I think I told you guys, there's one scene where this lawyer he meets that's really cute. He says something like, "How you doing, young lady?" He says, "Oh, gender bias. I see how it is." And he goes, "Oh, did I get it wrong? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Good job, and I got to compliment you, your plastic surgeon on the job they did getting rid of your Adam's apple. That's really great." And then he looks at her and goes, "You fucks represent Bin Laden. You ought to be glad I called you little lady, okay?" I mean, he fucking goes off on her, man.
Now this show is still ongoing. This is not even done.
It's still ongoing. It just started. It's I think we're up to. I think episode 6 is the next one.
It looks like, because I'm looking at them now, it's like 6 of 10.
Yeah. So it's not all the way done. If you're a binge guy, you still got about a month before they're done with it.
Yeah, I may hold off until it's done, but I'll give it a go.
It is good, though.
His speech about oil should be required watching for everybody.
For everybody to find out exactly what that's all about, man. Dude, just about everything we use is dependent on the oil business. No,
I think one of my favorite speeches is going to be, forgive me, I forget his name. Dumb and Dumber. He's also in the Civil War movie. Not Jim Carrey.
Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, him. He's in a movie where he's talking to like college students, and he's talking about America.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, where he's talking about like America not being the number one country. That's one of my all-time favorite speeches.
HBO show Newsroom. That's the name of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That speech right there is one of my favorites.
It is
speeches.
fantastic.
We
used to be.
It just reminded me of it. Yeah, it just reminded me of.
We used to be
about speeches.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to be.
Didn't scare so easy, yeah, that's a great speech he gives. He does. We're not the greatest anymore. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Landman, dude, check it out. If you want, look, if you like a good story, it's about him and his family, and his son wants to be in the oil business, and he's constantly trying to get him out of it. He just won't do it. It's really good. And if you're a big look, if you like the Tatas, Allie Lauder ain't lost anything. She's aging gracefully, boys and girls. Let me tell you, she is a babe, and she's his crazy ass ex-wife. Oh man! But anyway, I could go on about this show for a while. What was the knock? You got another one queued up, or
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, hit it, man. Before we hear the worst one.
Finished.
Yes,
I just
that was going to be the last one I brought up anyway. Go ahead.
Really? I thought you had one more, but okay, because I have that one on standby as well. But
okay. Go.
No, the Penguin. I just finished this yesterday, and wow, I can't see Colin Farrell at all.
No, it's awesome.
I just can't. Mm-hmm. Like his role in the oh my god, if he doesn't win,
get nominated for an Emmy for this, there's something wrong.
Yeah, I don't understand. Then I don't understand the Emmys. I mean, obviously I don't because it's never made any sense to me. But if he doesn't win something for this, then it's all a fraud.
Yeah,
I just like everything in it. I really like what's her name, Christine Milioti. I don't know how you say that name, but she was awesome in it. I really like Renzi Felez. He was really good in it. So I don't know. Everything about this show was just top notch.
It was. It was like watching The Godfather in the Batman universe. It was really, really good, man. It had nothing to do with Batman. It was all about families at war in Gotham City after the events of the Batman. It takes place after the matter of fact,
after the movie.
Some of the parts of the city are still underwater, I think, at the beginning of this, if I remember correctly.
It started right after, yeah.
Yeah, really good stuff.
And then you mentioned it in the pre-show, but you didn't. I don't want to do this before you go into your worst movies or shows, but Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun was good. Yes,
Shogun was very early on in the year. This is February. But this show was amazing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do for the second season, but it's. I mean, it looks like right here it shows 2024 to 2026. So it's. I guess it's already done with the next season, but whenever that comes out.
Wow.
But,
I didn't finish this one yet. I
really.
Well, the only reason why, look, my TV is dictated by me and my wife. If she isn't into it, I usually have to watch it. Like I'm watching Squid Game right now, okay, on the slide while I'm playing a video game or something. I've got that on, you know what I mean? After she goes to bed, so I don't get to some of these things. But I watched the first couple of episodes of it and loved it, man. Now I did see the original. Have you seen the original miniseries? I know John has, but have you seen the original?
I watched it. I did watch a little bit after watching this show. Yeah, it's fine.
It's a little dated, but it's a good show.
Yeah.
But
I read the
this
book.
definitely. Oof.
But this basically ends where where the series does in the original one too. So from here on in, it's like we're just gonna get new shit. Like it's gonna be interesting. So
I guess. Well, we'll see. I don't know. John, what's the worst one? What's the worst thing you've seen this year? Chaos.
With a K.
With a K.
Kaos.
Tell me about this chaos that you speak of.
It stars Jeff Goldblum as the main character. He's Zeus.
Okay.
And these are the Greek gods in modern day.
Okay.
Doing all the Greek god stuff in modern day.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Neat premise. Modern day contemporary retelling of Greek mythology.
Yeah, it's...
Retelling! Contemporary! Yeah. Okay. These are all bad words. These are all bad words.
Yes.
Oh man. Knock, what's the worst thing you've watched this year?
I don't know. That's kind of hard to dictate, right? Because it's like I don't. If it's trash, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch the whole series.
Right.
I guess the only thing that would qualify in that, I guess, would be the Acolyte.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I watched the whole series, and I feel like the bad guy was the only cool part of it. I hated the main actress. She has no talent in acting.
Yeah.
I mean,
this guy should fire his agent right now.
Right. Yeah. The coolest character in the show was dead in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just that would probably be my only real one that I suffered all the way through, and it just because I wanted you have to hope as a Star Wars fan, you just have to hope things get better, and they just didn't. So it's just kind of the production was there. I think the idea of it was okay. Mm-hmm. It was the execution of it. It has the worst scenes you could ever see. With the whole kumbaya with the witches being one of the dumbest things you'll ever. The power of many, the power, it's so dumb. I think the only thing I've seen worse than Star Wars are the Leia child chase scenes. Was probably that and the scooters and Boba Fett going through the streets at 15 miles an hour. Right. Was the dumbest thing I'd seen, but
yeah,
God, that show cannot be salvaged if that actress is in it. It can't be. It just can't be. She's awful.
Well,
I don't ever want to see her again.
Their latest offering, I'm already giving up on.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew, and it's kind of...
It's for kids, and I'm just not interested.
I'm having a hard time. I really had a hard time going with that one. Yeah. I did go through it.
But it's not bad. It's not bad.
No, and I get in those moods too. And I also got that other one that I want to try out. The one that we showed the trailer, the Interior Chinatown. That has, what's her face from...
Chloe Bennett.
Chloe Bennett, has her in it. So, I definitely got to give that to. I'm going to wait until more episodes come out because that one's still kind of ongoing as well. So,
right.
But I think that's the only one that I can really think of that qualifies on that just bad list. Because other than anything else, I just wouldn't last long enough.
The 2 best streaming services, as far as what they're putting out right now, are HBO and Paramount. I would say that's the way I feel about it.
I got to put Apple TV on that list.
Well, Apple TV too, but you know what? Half of their stuff just is a little too highbrow for me, I guess. I don't know. I can't get into it. But HBO definitely let me down with this one. I've already given up on this thing. This is just too weird for my taste. I don't know what the hell's going on in this show. I do not know what they're doing. This guy looks like he can burn people up, and they can't do anything about it, and I don't understand what it's going for. I don't know what's going on in it. It's really weird. It takes place like 1,000 years before the events of the Dune.
It's the start of I think it's the start of the Bene Gesserit, where they're setting up the prophecy that's supposed to create the Quetzalcoatl.
Right, but they're running a school. It's like a Dune version of Hogwarts kind of thing, and it's really fucking strange, man. It's really strange, and there's some kind of rebellion going on that I just can't get a grip on the show. I don't know what the fuck's going on it. I've watched like 4 episodes of it, and I'm giving up on it. Dude, Apple TV produces
4 and there's 6
I know it does. I'm not. Look, if you're looking for production value, the best out there is fucking HBO and Apple TV. They put the best stuff out, as far as production wise. More like 10,000 years before. Yeah, the opening scene of this was the war against the machine, the thinking machines. The end of that. So it goes way back. But I just don't understand what's supposed to be going on in the show. They have not explained it to me very well, if you understand what I'm saying. I just don't know what's going on here. I really don't.
Well, I have a list of shows that I want to see.
Yeah. But that's for whenever we come back after the new year. That's when we talk about.
No, that came out this year.
Oh, that you want. Okay. What do you want to see?
Well,
make it quick, because we're at the 2-hour mark, buddy.
All right. There's a show called Teacup, which is a post-apocalyptic show.
Okay.
There's Three Body Problem, which is based on a Chinese book.
Yeah, that right there, I've heard good
Couldn't
things
get into
about
it.
Yeah.
There's Nautilus, which is based on Jules Verne.
Okay.
There's Paris Has Fallen, which is based on I think it's based on the Fallen movies, but it's that same.
Another one. Great, cool.
Yeah, and Secret Level.
Secret Level.
Secret Tunnel.
Secret Level. Yeah, some of it could be good. But
Yeah.
my only
not counting Landman and Penguin, because those are I'm going to watch. So.
Yeah, you're watching that one. Go back to Nautilus. What streaming service is that one on?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I'll look it up. It's fine. But yeah, Prophecy. Doom.
It's on Prime.
Huh?
It's on Prime.
It's on Prime. Okay, cool. Well, we did get a trailer a few weeks ago. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Reacher season 3 is coming. Yeah. Probably in February. So looking forward.
If they go back to the roots, it's fine. But if they do that group shit again, I'm out.
Really, you didn't like this last season?
I did not like season 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
and now they're doing it. They're doing a spin-off of What's Her Face and whatever. I'm not going to watch.
Yeah. I saw that too. I was like, not quite sure about that one. Yeah, we covered that a couple months ago, didn't we? Okay, so that is what we liked and what we didn't like in 2024. You guys, let us know what you liked and didn't like in the comments after the show. Okay.
By the way, I just want to mention I never got any Christmas movies this year, so shame on all of you.
Oh, dude, you knew what the Christmas movies were. Come on.
No, never got any list of
I'm
movies.
not into Christmas movies, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Everybody loves the one about the kid.
Well, last year you gave me Scrooge, at least you got something.
That's the only one I watched. That Die Hard. Those are my Christmas movies. There you go.
The only Christmas movie you need is Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard's the only one you need. I mean,
terrible.
You can say terrible all you want. I just don't watch Christmas movies, man. Scrooge is the best one. That's just all there is to it. Okay. Boys and girls, you know you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do it every Wednesday, but we will not be back next week because...
And Red One was really good.
And Red One was really good, he says. Well, I'm sure I'll check it out. It's on Prime. But it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson doing Dwayne The Rock Johnson things.
It's fine.
But we're not going to be here Christmas Day. We're not going to be here New Year's Day. So you look for us again on January 8th in 3 weeks, guys. And we will be back. And we will do our preview of 2025 and talk about our how things are going with our resolutions. And stuff like that. And we'll talk about what we're looking forward to. That stupid ass list, we're going to have to pull that up again. The one we pulled up, was it last week we had? The top 10 most, was it you, John, that pulled that up? Yeah, we're going to have to pull that up again. That's one of the dumbest lists I've ever seen. But anyway, we will be back on January 8th, guys. You guys have a great Christmas and New Year's holiday. But don't forget to go straight over to Brian's channel, that 70s Rock Fans channel right now, because we're going to be talking Who's Next, the great album by The Who. He's on right now. I'm fixing to be over there as soon as I get my steak from the Royal Fox. I'm going to set up in here, turn my camera off, and get in the discussion about The Who's album, Who's Next, on that 70s Rock Fans channel. And then, of course, Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time, you can see Sketching the Privateer. And Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, it's time for some Fallout with Game Night with John on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel and his channel. And on Sunday morning, we're going to be talking about how the first round of the college football playoff went. I think all of it's played before we go on the air, right? They're all played Friday and Saturday, right? So we'll be able to fill you in on that and your Sunday slate of games, including Mr. Penix will be starting for the Atlanta Falcons this week.
I am playing him in my semifinal fantasy football league.
As well you should. I got a feeling that guy's going to do pretty good. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, check all that out this Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Military Monday. What better for Christmas could we do than Invasion USA? Chuck Norris brings the Christmas cheer, one bullet at a time. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Martin from the chat. Gary Kissel, his lady Anima Confusa ducked her head in earlier. We'll all be there to talk about Invasion USA on Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefields channel. And then, of course, it's time to hack the Matrix at 5 p.m. Central Time Monday. Don't forget to check it out because we've got a couple new segments you're going to like, including the Trump cards and, of course, the Diddy files. We'll have all of that for you on this coming Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines on Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time on my channel. And then, of course, it's time for some Christmas Eve video games, and I got to get into some snow. I got to go hunting, man. We got to get into Canada and go play some Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to go from one girlfriend to the one down in Texas and see what's going on there in Red Dead Redemption 2. And unlike some people, I play this on the public setting where people can shoot at me. So, yeah, you never know. I might get in a gunfight with somebody. You never know. Anyway, we'll do that on Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time. And like I said, we'll be back on January 8th with State of the Atmosphere. So, for myself and Das Wolfen and the Knockster, I want to thank you guys for being here. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, whether you like them small, medium, or large, Titty Tuesday continues into Wednesday every time. We'll see you next time, guys. Hasta. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.